Hey guys, John V here from PhoneArena. I have the Sony Tablet S in my hands, and I'm going to run a couple different benchmark tests to see what kind of results we'll get out of it. We'll be running the quadrant and also Antutu benchmark test, just like other benchmark tests we've done before on other tablets and devices. So far with the Sony Tablet S, it runs pretty smoothly, just from normal operations, such as navigating across the home screen. Here you can tell, very fluid in its movement, barely any evidence of any lag or slowdown. Even with all the graphical elements and even the widgets in place. With the interface, it utilizes a customized Android one. It has Sony's quick and easy interface that's being referred to as. It's worth noting that the Tablet S is also a PlayStation certified device, so it'll play some of the games, some of the original PlayStation games, such as the Sony Xperia Play has done already. On top of that, so far we're liking definitely the speed it offers, and even in portrait, surprisingly, it's exuding a pretty good responsive feel too. Because other honeycomb tablets that we've checked out usually run a little bit choppier in execution in portrait, so it's very invigorating to see this one here running fairly smoothly here. So let's get started. Let's run quadrant here. First one up. We'll see how it performs here. And let's just run the full benchmark test. And we'll just run it a second time after this just to see if we can get a consistent score. It's worth noting that the Sony Tablet S features a dual-core 1 GHz NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, so it's pretty much just like any of the honeycomb tablets that we've been checking out of late, such as the Motorola Zoom, the Acer Iconia tabs, just like those guys. It utilizes the same processor. So now it's running some of the graphical tests here. This one here is running roughly around 40 frames per second, 35 to 40 frames per second, so very smooth with its movement. So next one up should be playing, and this one here running a very smooth rate of 50 frames per second. Again, seeing that as a gaming-centric device, you'd commonly expect it to give really good results. And this one here running around 40 frames per second, so this one's going to be done shortly. And let's see what it gets here. So score of 1573, again above some smartphones, but when compared to some honeycomb tablets on there, it's not that great, to tell you the truth. But again, benchmark scores are one thing and actual performance is another. So let's run this again, see what it gives us the second time around, and hopefully a little bit better. Just because we've seen already, other devices like the LG Optimus 2X, the Samsung Galaxy S2, they put up some extravagant scores with the benchmark test, so we'll see how this one handles again a second time around. And so far, again, just very smooth with these graphical components, barely any evidence of any lag or even slowdown, fairly fluid in its operation. This one here, again, giving us a steady 50 frames per second in terms of rate here, average rate. And the last one here, roughly 40 frames per second on the average. And this should be finishing up right about now. And let's see what this one gets us this time. And it looks like the score is 1763, a little bit better, but again, nothing mind-blowing. So let's show you the results we got with the Antutu benchmark test here. We already ran it, so you'll see here with the numbers, it gives us a total score of 4711. Again, nothing mind-blowing. It's pretty much what you expect out of a dual-core device. And when you compare it against some of the competition, again, it's a little bit above the Motorola Zoom in terms of overall score with 4711, but still lagging behind the LG Optimus 2X and the Samsung Galaxy S2. But then again, as we've said already many times, benchmark scores are one thing and actual performance is another. So far we're happy with the execution on the other end. But we'll be testing it out a little bit more, see how it handles. And if you'd like to learn more about the Sony Tablet S, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com.